that thing you said to her, remember that that lady is pregnant. Because I know, I'm saying this because I know how I felt, know how much depressed I was being pregnant in my third trimester, and I received such comments. It was hurtful, it was painful. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tessy. If this is the first time I was stopping by here, my name is Tessy. Please do subscribe before leaving this video, okay? So in this video, I'm going to be doing chit chat groom, talking about two things. One of it is addressing Nigerians, and the other is Valentine's gift ideas. So you may want to stick around with me because this topic is very, very interesting. So let's get to the makeup while we talk. So first, now I'm going to, as you can see, I've done my eyebrow, and now I'm going to go in with my primer and my makeup booster. So this is the foundation I'm going to be using to create this look. This is Sephora and my Fancy Beauty. I'm going to be mixing both of them together, but you can use any foundation of your choice, okay? So let's blend that in. So while I'm blending this in, I'm going to start talking about the Nigerian parts, like addressing Nigerians. So the other day I was talking to, I need a mirror. The other day I was talking to my friend, my YouTube friend, sister. You guys already know who she is, Fantastic Favor. And it's not just because of her, because this is not the first time this thing happened on YouTube. What I'm talking about is Nigerians attack other Nigerians because of English. So I've talked about my own here, how someone attacked me on English language, how I don't know how to speak English, and all that. I've talked about my hair, and also in my food channel, someone said something like that again. That was towards ending of last year or beginning of this year, but towards ending of last year, and another one beginning of this year. So that actually killed my spirit. This is one of the reasons why, if you are following me on my food channel, I didn't upload for over a month, because my spirit went down. You know it's easy to write comments under somebody's post without knowing who the person is, or knowing how the person is going to react to it. Not all Nigerian, but most people that are Nigerians are fond of doing this, like coming here because you have a privilege. You have the privilege to live in America, or live in the UK, Canada, Australia, or other English-speaking country, and you think you can come online and start attacking someone that don't speak perfect English. That is very, very bad. So I've talked about my own, like I said, and the one I'm going to address, and this I'm going to tell you guys the reason why I'm addressing this here, because look, no one is perfect in everything. No one is perfect. Most of these people that think they speak English, most of them don't even know how to write that English that they speak. So I was talking to Fantastic Favor the other day, and she sent me a screenshot. I still have it on my WhatsApp, where someone was correcting her English. And the most annoying part, like I said, the reason why I'm writing to this is because the person even includes Favor, little Favor, Fantastic Favor's daughter. In case you don't know who Favor is, Fantastic Favor's first daughter. The person include this little girl into that harsh comment of not knowing how to speak English very well. Now let me get to you. You think you know how to speak English, like you said under the comments that it's better you correct her in her comment section, that it's better to do that there than the people that will go to other people's channel to start throwing shade at her. That is good for you. You think you are so arrogant, you think you are so perfect, you think your English is so perfect that you can come online and throw a shade at a pregnant woman that is in her trimester, not knowing how she's going to feel. She is not perfect in English. I am not perfect. No one is perfect in English, because one of the reasons, English is not our language. And here on YouTube, we don't write speech. We just pick a camera and start making video and just saying what comes into our mind. And we say it as we feel like, even if we made mistakes, but we embrace our mistakes. So you claim that you are a man, Done with the foundation. Now I'm going to blend in my concealer. I'm supposed to start my eyeshadow, but eyeshadow I'm going to be doing today is just a simple one. So when I'm done with this, I will start with the eyeshadow, guys. But you can start your eyeshadow. Normally I start eyeshadow before doing all this, but anyway, it's the same, guys. So just do what works for you. So let's move on this. I'm going to blend this now. So people started correcting you how much bad your comment is on Fantastic Favors channel. You said that you live in America or wherever you say you live, and you married a wife. You brought your wife from Nigeria to America, and you know that your wife don't speak a good English, so you had to enroll your wife in the English country, and now your wife has American accent more than you. Man, good for you. You know why I say it's good for you? Do you consider that Fantastic Favor or we don't live we don't live in America because it's not a privilege, because every country is the same. We don't live. Do you consider that we don't live in America? Do you consider that Favor is raised in Italy, or they are raising their children in Italy? And Italy is a language speaking country. According to your comments, let me read your comment for you. You said to her, Jessica, high time. You said, Jessica, high time you work on your command of English. It's horrible. How can you say a warm water? You have been living in the Western world for years now, yet you speak like a villager. Let me stop there. That is your comment. And what is the name again? The name of the person is Spring Kim. Very arrogant. I know, I guess you're using a fake name. I post and you've been living in the Western world, right? What do you mean by Western world? My baby girl said, what do you mean by Western world? Do we categorize all Western world to be an English speaking country? As you think you are perfect and you are so polished, your English is so polished that you don't make mistakes. What do you mean by Western world? What do you understand by Western world? Because Western world is all this well-developed country. But do you realize that this Western world you're talking about, and most of them are language-speaking country? You can't come to Italy and you pretend to speak a perfect English. You can't go to France. You pretend to speak a perfect English. You learn a perfect English there. You can't go to Germany and you pretend to learn to speak a perfect English in Germany, because you already know that the moment you arrive in the country, you will leave everything you're doing, to start learning the language in the country where you're living, to be able to integrate very well. So how dare you say that that little girl don't know how to speak English because you watch other people, even including the ones that bend their mouth to make sure that they speak accents. You watch their kids that is raising in an English speaking country speak the perfect Polish English, and this is why you throw a shade at a little girl. So guys, I'm done blending the concealer. So back to what I was saying. How can you compare a child that is raised in an English speaking country to a child that is raised in a language speaking country? How dare you do that? And how dare you include a child, innocent child, into your comments? Is that how much arrogance you are? You are so arrogant to do that. That is very uncalled for. That is very, very rude of you. Favor might say socks or sock, whichever one how she learned how to say that. But do you consider that we that live in English speaking country, just like me here, I only speak English at home just with my husband. If I open my door, walk out of that door, 99% of people, in fact 100% of people I talk to outside my house are all Italian, and I speak Italian with them and not English. So how do you expect me to live Italian that I'm supposed to learn to be able to integrate in this country? How do you expect me to leave that and learn English to please you. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what Fantastic Favor Jessica is saying? You understand her very well. Are you not considerable? Because this is why I always say, I keep telling my friends, I know I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect when it comes to speaking English. But a lot of people that claim that they are perfect, like this, know how to speak English, are so ignorant. Yes. I say that because before this person wrote that comment, and the ones that wrote comments under my videos, you should know that these people you are talking about, you are talking to, are not living in English speaking country. So I'm done blending that. Now I'm going to go in with this powder before we head to eyeshadow. So I'm back to the language stuff I'm talking about. You say that you enroll, so you are because our comments sometimes show how much arrogant we are. Trust me. You brought your wife from Nigerian, you took your wife from Nigeria to America to enroll her because she don't know how to speak perfect English. You enroll her in English school to be able to speak a well-polished English. Like I said before, good for you that you did something like that. Good for you. But do you consider us living in a language-speaking country that we have to enroll in the language of the country where we are to be able to integrate, to work, to interact with the people of this country? Before you leave that comment, so you and Jessica now, who is the ignorant one and who is the villager here? Because it's only a villager that will come out and tell another villager that they don't know how to do stuff. This thing I did on my face, I'm like a masquerade. I'm like a masquerade. So before una go gather all those your English, make I speak in pidgin English, before you go sit down, form how to insult someone. Think that you can just sit down and take your phone, write anyhow thing to insult somebody on social media. Think about yourself, because for me, you will write that comment under Jessica's video telling her that she speaks like a villager. You are the village person. English not be our language. Me, I'm from Igbo. I grew up in Igbo language. I am a proud Igbo person. So if you see my Igbo accent inside my video, it's my pride, it's my dignity, because that is who I am. I am not denying where I come from. This is me, and this is my dignity. So if you, whether you like am or you no like am, you no like what I talk, you like what I talk, as long as you understand what I dey do, fine. But if you know if you stand that my non-polished English, walk out of my channel. YouTube is too big. And we not be the only people where they do YouTube here. One person, a Nigerian as well, went to my friend's channel, Annie, to tell her that her accent is like Igbo accent, that she should lighten up her English. How can you say that? And funny enough, Annie not be Igbo person. Annie is from Delta, grew up in Lagos. How can Annie have Igbo accent? Someone that not even live in Igbo land. Do you see how much people insult others for nothing, just for your own selfishness? If you are down on earth, if your inferiority complex did not, if I make I say, if you think say you know how to speak English well and you want to come here to correct us, open a channel. Tell us, say you open English channel on YouTube, make we come watch. I go come watch, I go come learn English from you. You be English teacher, ba? Open your own English channel. As you want everybody in this world to speak perfect English, or go open your own channel. Tell us, say you get your own channel, make you come learn English. I go come learn. Stop being ignorant with your stupid English language that you don't even know how to. You can't even speak your own language. Because funny enough, most of you people that is attacking us don't even know how to speak your own language. You do not know how to speak your language, and you have the guts to come under our channel, and you have the guts to go and attack a child. It's high time Nigerians embrace who they are and embrace their identity. If you see someone that don't speak English well, and the person stand in front of camera to express themselves, to show the world what their talents, appreciate that person and stop talking down on that person, because that is not good. It's time Nigerians accept who they are. Accept someone's mistake and accept that nobody is perfect, that everybody must not be you. I can't be you, you can't be me. You speak your English fine. Your English doesn't feed me, your English doesn't feed anybody, your English doesn't feed the world. Speak your English, make money with your own English, and sit down in your house. Good for you and your wife, and rest of you that think that your English is everything. It's only Nigerians that do this to their fellow Nigerians. I'm going to end this brag here. It's not good. And before you think of attacking another person, another Nigeria, stop including children. Stop attacking children. Stop attacking children. She learned everything in Italian, not in English. She only hear English when she come back home from her parents. How can you include her in your attack? If you have trouble with her mom, face her mother and leave the child alone. Leave the pikin alone. Grow up. If English put food on your table, good for you, but leave us when they know how to speak the English. Make we express ourselves the way we know how to express ourselves. Eh? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. You Nigerians, enough is enough. Embrace your identity and appreciate others that is working hard and accept who they are. Enough is enough. Please, I'm going to stop this bragging here, guys. So, for today's look, I'm going to be having fun with this with today's look, which is, as you can see, I'm wearing this nude shirt. Is cropped like this. I got this from Zara. I think it's about 12 euro something in Zara. It's very nice. Let me show you guys. I don't have strength to do most of this I've been getting some things lately, but I don't have the energy to do haul for you guys. So I like it. So I'm going to be using these three colors: one orange, gray, and yellow for this look. It's just a fun look. You can make this look on your Valentine Day. So I'm going to be taking the eyeshadow from this Makeup Revolution palette. So guys, the first thing I'm going to be taking, because yellow is up, so I'm going to be going in with this Makeup Revolution yellow. So another thing I want to talk about is food, and gifts. Valentine gift idea is another thing I want to talk about here. You know, Valentine is fast approaching, and a lot of people are thinking about the gift to give to their spouse, you know. So I'm going to be using this gray color here. This is gray, or this is the darker gray, and this is the light gray. So I'm going to be taking it now as second eyeshadow coat. Stating myself. Christina, stop. Christina is making a mess here, guys. So, like I was saying, Valentine is coming soon, and everybody is thinking about what to give. And I want to suggest, like, this video is Valentine gift idea. If you're the type I don't like, you don't want to spend much on Valentine, you want to make something special, is just what I want to suggest here. You can make food. You know, I have some meats which I'm going to be leaving the pictures here and here. I have some meat on my food channel in Tessy's Kitchen that you can prepare. You can just make the food at home and serve it with wine. And guess what? It's Friday. Like, if you have family, little kids like me, and you don't know who to leave them with, and you just don't want to drag them out, and also this, because of this virus that is going around, so everybody wants to be careful, everybody wants to stay indoor, mostly, especially when you have kids. You prepare some food. I have like meat, I have some chicken, and if you're in Nigeria, you can prepare nkwobi. Leave rice alone, because rice, you eat rice all the time. Like rice, you eat rice every Sunday. You can prepare some snacks, even for your friends in the office. I have a lot of things you can prepare for your loved ones, you know. Nice dinner, complete dinner. You can make some strawberries and chocolate as a dessert. You can make some cake, some cookies, some sweets, everything, some snacks like samosa, spring roll. You can make all these things at home, and most of these things is the things you can actually prep at home. You can prep them and put them in the freezer. If you are a working mom, or you are very busy, you have a very busy life, and you can't bring them out and start preparing immediately. You can prepare a lot of things as for food, and they serve as a Valentine's Day. You don't have to go beyond your budget in buying most of this luxurious stuff, and any little thing can go. If your husband use perfume, if you can't afford perfume, just cook for him. If a husband, you want to please your wife, you can actually cook your wife as well. Just go get her little things. And remember that this Valentine stuff we're talking about is not just the 14th of February. It's something we do every day. We share love every day. It's not, don't just buy a gift for your wife or your husband that moment and you stop doing that. You continue showing your spouse love. And it's also not just for you and your husband. If you have kids, you also consider your kids as your lover, because they're your first love in this earth, so consider them as well. Cooking for them is something special, train them like it's Valentine's Day is the day we show love, so we show love to everybody. So check out I'm going to place a lot of food. Like, I don't have nkwobi in my channel, and I've never made nkwobi in my channel, but if you know how to make nkwobi, you can actually do that, because it's a nice food as well. But it's Valentine, you need food that you can serve with red wine. So you need some meat and all that stuff. I have a lot of food I'm suggesting here for you guys. So another thing I'm going to be suggesting is that if you're buying something for a lady, you can go to store and buy some just little clothes or jewelries, earrings, necklace, anything at all for the person. Just, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be overpriced, okay? Just go get those little things. Perfume, if you can afford expensive perfume. If you can't afford expensive perfume, you can just go for the lower price. Thank God all these stores has perfume, like all these stores like Zara and the rest of them has perfume, and they cost less. They're not that expensive, so it's very, very affordable. But if you can't afford those, if you as a housewife, you don't have an income and you really want to do something special for your husband, like I said earlier, just cook something special. Go to my food channel. I have tons of food recipes there that you can select and make those dinners for your husband. Leave rice. You don't have to make rice on Valentine's Day, because rice is what you eat every day. I'm talking about rice because we Nigerians, we love rice. Can I say we Africa, we love rice a lot. So leave rice aside. There's other food to prepare, other stuff to prepare. Arrange the table. Just learn how to arrange the table. You can just do it. Just organize something at home. If you can't take your wife or your husband to a luxurious restaurant, hotel for the dinner, just make something that is at home, home food. Trust me, in as much as people say I'm going to this restaurant, or I went to this restaurant with my spouse on Valentine's Day, home food, home cooked meal is always the best. So prepare prepare your food at home, enjoy it with your family, organize your table, light candle at home. If it's your boyfriend, or you're still newly wedded couple, you have no kids yet, just organize something at home. Just intimate dinner for you and your family, for you and your spouse at home. Don't ignore those social media posting, I went to this, I went to that. Organize that thing at home. Trust me, your husband or your wife will appreciate it so much. Or both of you can do a teamwork, plan to buy stuff, plan to organize those lunch, those dinner, the Valentine dinner at home. Have your intimate, watch some movies, make some cookies, make some snacks. I have a lot of snacks as well on my food channel where you can make, and just sit down at home, cozy yourself and watch movies. Forget about where you want to go, because one of the things I would tell you that, remember that when it's festive season, most of these restaurants, most of these eateries don't sell fresh food. That is when they bring out all the old food they have, because they know they're going to have a lot of clients, and a lot of people end up, after the celebration, a lot of people end up having stomach ache. So make sure you prepare your own at home. Have your intimate dinner at home. Cook for yourself. You'll be proud of it you'll be proud of the end result. So let's continue. I'm done blending that gray in. Now I'm going to go in with the orange. So inside here they have two orange, this orange and this orange. So I'm going to be mixing both orange for this look. And before then, I really need this orange to pump out. So now I'm going to go in with the orange. Now I'm going to be using this particular brush to take the orange, because I really need this orange to pump out, guys. So you must not spend everything you have. Maybe you have expense to do, and because of Valentine and you want to show off and you want to make sure you and your spouse do something interesting, you will start going out of your budget. You can actually use little money, go to the store, buy wine for yourself and your spouse, organize it and make the intimacy at home. That is the best intimacy, you know. That is the best of it all, guys. So don't go out of your budget trying to please social media, okay, and meanwhile you are crying indoor. So I'm going to go in and blend this orange and I will bring you guys back. Guys, I'm done blending that in. Now I'm going to apply my eyeliner before I will go down here, because I need to apply the orange color under my eyes. So guys, I'm done putting the lashes off camera because I have to perfect these lashes before I start putting it in front of you guys, because it's still a struggle for your girl. So now I'm going to go in with my kajal. I'm done with the kajal. Now I'm going to apply the orange color under my eyes. And we continue. So I'm going to take that orange and apply under my eyes now. So guys, we are almost done now. So I'm going to use the champagne color. She gave me remote. I put cartoon for her, but she still want me to change it to another one. And apply under my eyebrow. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to clean off, like blend the powder using my MAC loose powder. And like I said in one of my videos, if you are single and you don't know what to do, what to get for your, if you don't have anybody to give you gifts, just treat yourself right. Go out if you want. If you don't want to go out in the midst of people, just make your special meal and sit down at home and watch your favorite movie, or take a trip, you know. Just take a trip and go somewhere else, or just go to your family. Everyone has family, you know, or has a best friend. Just do something special for yourself. Don't say you don't have someone that will that you're going to spend it with. Just love yourself. Love yourself, because when you love yourself, you attract more love into your life. Do everything, because don't do it because you want to please man or you want to attract. Do it for yourself. Put yourself first in everything. Like, make sure everything you're doing it for yourself. You're putting yourself first as a single person. Because it's when you love yourself, when you take your heart, your mind out. I know you will be praying for a partner if you are the one looking for a partner. But while you are looking for a partner and while you are praying for a partner, just do something that you love. Utilize the time. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your singlehood. Because you know that your prayer is definitely going to be answered by God. That God is definitely going to answer your prayer. So, meanwhile, to take care of yourself, I'm applying my loose my dry highlighter, the darker one and the brighter one. Okay, we're almost at the end of this video, so I'm going to go back for the moral of this video, which is the first one about the whole English stuff. Nigerians should learn how to, we should learn how to love ourselves. We should learn how to accept each other. We should learn that we have language, and most of us, we don't live in a language, in an English speaking country. You can't expect me to be like you, and you can't expect to be like me. You might have a good English speaking quality, like good English. You might have a very polished English, and I myself, I speak Italian. Jessica speaks Italian. I speak Italian. You can't speak Italian. Maybe you are from Yoruba. You can't speak Igbo, and I can't speak Yoruba. We have our differences. We have our different qualities. So don't come here and tell someone that the person has to go learn how to speak English, because I've seen people that lives in English speaking country and they don't know how to speak English. Okay, everybody is learning. Everybody don't have the same quality. Your quality, the quality you have and the quality I have is not the same thing. So you don't come and tell me to speak like you, and I'm not going to tell you to come and speak Italian because I'm living in Italy, so you have to come and speak Italian. So accept people for who they are. Accept people for their mistake. Sometimes we that so I'm done with that dry highlighter. Now I'm going to apply my blush. So your wife is privileged to have you. You took your wife from Nigeria to America to enroll her. she is privileged to she has the opportunity to learn the English because she lives in English speaking country. Trust me, if you are living in a language speaking country, you won't even think about enrolling your wife in English school, because you want your wife to be able to work or to be able to move around the country where she is. So the language you are going to enroll her is the language, either Italian, Spanish, German, French, and all that country, other speaking country. That's a language speaking country. That is the language you're going to enroll your wife. You can't be living in Italy and enroll your wife in a English class. You can't live in America and enroll your wife in Italian school. So just accept people for who they are, and don't try to change people. Don't try to make people be who you want them to be. Just leave people alone. We as a content creator, like I said earlier, we sometimes when we watch our video, we see a lot of mistakes that we make. We see that we have a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors we make, but because we don't write speech, because we are human, we are born to make mistakes. So you can't come here and include a child, include a child in whatever you want to say. If you have a problem with Jessica, face Jessica and leave this child out of it, leave the kids out of it. Okay, it's so not good. It's very, very bad. So guys, we're almost here. I'm trying to be fast because Christina is really disturbing me. So I'm applying this highlighter from here, from Kiko Milano. That is what I'm going to be using. And when it comes to this YouTube stuff, don't think that everyone knows it all. It's not everybody that has the opportunity to speak English like you. We found ourselves here. 100% of people we talk outside our home are all Italian or Greece or any Greek or any other language or other people. That is people we chat with. That is people that attend to us in the office. We are working hard to be able to speak their language, to be able to interact in the country where we are. So before you insult someone over English, think about it. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Like I said, please try to be nice to us that lives in the language speaking country, because most of us, we're learning English back home, and finally we find ourselves here. So at the moment we moved to this country, we dropped everything. We dropped our own language as well. Like we speak our own language, like our own native language, only with the people at home by phone, and you don't do that often. So the language we know that what we are learning right now is Italian or Spanish or any language of or any language of the country where you are living. That is what we are learning. We're not learning English anymore. We were not perfect. We were learning. We were improving ourselves back home until we move here. And when we move here, English class is the last thing you'll be thinking about, because you have other languages to learn. You have other language to learn. So be nice to us that lives in this country. It's not by our choice that we don't know how to speak the perfect English, because if it's for us, we will know how to speak all the language in this world and speak them perfect. So, and when you are insulting someone, try not to include that person's child, because that thing you said to her, to Jessica, I know you will come across this video, hopefully, that thing you said to her, remember that lady is pregnant. Because I know, I'm saying this because I know how I felt when I was pregnant and someone dropped such video for me. I know how much damage the person almost did to me. I know how much depressed I was being pregnant in my 3rd trimester, and I received such comments. It was hurtful, it was painful. I know I passed through everything. I got past it a lot, but it's painful. Initially it was really painful. It was painful to see someone, a human being like you, attacking you in such manner, especially when the person is from your country. The person know that English is not our original language. So try to be nice to people that lives in country that don't speak English, because it's not easy surviving there. It's not easy learning. It's not easy having to learn a language that is not your language as an adult. It's not easy. So try to be nice, eat your English, let your English feed you and your family, and leave the rest of us that don't know how to speak the English. Let's speak the one we know. Stop killing our spirits. Stop killing them, because you are killing our spirits. You don't motivate us to continue doing what we are doing here on social media. We are just here to be ourselves. We are just here to showcase what we can do. We are just here to be busy living in abroad, because living abroad alone is not easy. Living abroad far for your family is not easy. So if you see anyone trying to survive on the internet, accept the person for who the person is. Just follow what the person is doing, cooking or anything. Follow what the person is doing. Don't compare us with the people that lives in the language in English speaking country. Don't compare us with them. It's hurtful, it's painful. So guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. And if you have any other thing that you want me to talk about here, any requested video that you would like to see on my channel, please feel free to leave the comment at the comment section, and I will get back to you guys. Love you all, and I will see you in my next one. God bless you. Bye.